And it's like, I don't want people to suffer. That's why I truly believe currency sucks, because it's making people suffer. Why is homelessness a problem? Poverty wouldn't even be a statistic if money wasn't a thing, right? Taxes, we wouldn't have to do taxes if there was no money. You know, like how we could figure out if we would be able to do the thing is the physical resources, not some paper with ink on it, right? Like, no. The physical resource that allows us to build that thing, that's how we would know. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I'm literally taking a financial literacy class and I can't freaking learn anything from it because, like, my whole... And, like, the thing is with the financial literacy class is, like, it's not how my brain works. It's like, oh, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. Like, it's talking about you specifically. It's not talking about, like, helping other people. Nothing like that. It's just you and your selfish desires. And, like, how you personally can do well. And that's not how my brain works. It's just not. So whenever I'm just thinking about this, like, we're talking about bargains now. It's like, oh, get a good deal out of people. Get a good deal out of people. It's like... And, like, that's the thing. They say, like, oh, well, I don't want you to think it's, like, you're ripping someone off. But that's just how my brain works. Right? Like... It just sucks. And whenever, like, I'm in that class, it's just... The only thing I'm thinking of is, like, if we didn't have money, this class would be worthless. It really would. Because apparently we're going to do a project now where it's like, oh, you have to look at these, like, grocery stores and see which one's the cheapest. And it's like, why can't I just go to my closest grocery store and just get the thing? Right? Like, why do I have to be like, oh, this is the cheap... Like, I have to compare grocery stores and be like, oh, this is the cheapest. Like, no. I should just be able to go to my closest grocery store, theoretically just be able to walk there also, and just get the thing. Like, why do I need to do all of this prep? It doesn't make any sense. Why do I need to waste all this time filing taxes? Like, why do I need to waste this time making a budget? Like, there's no reason for us to do this. Just because we have paper that has value to it. That's the reason why we have to do all this. And it's also blocking our research and our, like, scientific, like, innovation. Because then it's putting, like, certain things that we need for research behind a paywall. And it's like, what are we doing? Just give them the thing so they can research it. Like, I don't get it. Why is it behind a paywall? Like, seriously, the only downside to, like, there not being money is, like, we can't do, like, charity stuff anymore, right? Like, the Uncontrolled Coliseum, like, stuff like that is more of what I'm referring to, like, those, like, charity marathons. Those wouldn't happen anymore. I mean, I would think they would still want to do, like, marathon. I don't know. I feel like it'd be up to the people at that point, but, like, that's the only downside I can think of, like, not having money. And even then, that's people helping other people, right? We literally saw a PragerU video in school, and she was like, oh, it's a little biased. And it was like, oh boy, I wonder what this is. Came up, it was Dennis Prager. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. It was about big government. I couldn't listen to half the points he was saying, because first of like, for the first half, I was laughing about the fact that we were actually, like, unironically watching a PragerU video. And then the second half, I was just losing my mind at, like, every point he was saying, because it's so obscene. So obscene. I think I was gonna say obscene and insane, so I said obscene. But it's so insane. Literally, one of the points was like, oh, well, if the government doesn't have to do anything, the people have to do it. That's why America donates to charity more than Europe. And it's like, what does that mean? Why does that matter? We literally donate to charity more because we need to help the people. I don't see how donating to charity, like, makes us better. Like, no. I feel like donating to charity should be, like, that's more of a statistic on how much the government is actually helping the people. And if it's higher, that means the government isn't helping them. Like, it's insane that he said, oh, well, America donates to charity more than Europe, and he's using that as, like, a good thing. Like, no, that's not a good thing. What are you talking about? Plus, also, Americans probably have more money anyway, so, like, I feel like that's also still skewed. because I feel like America's like the richest country, and then, I mean, to the 1%, yeah, definitely. But like, yeah, then you take that, it's just like, I feel like those results are skewed anyway. Even if we like, our government was more like helping other people, and that would make us donate charity less, I think we'd still donate more than like most countries. Just by the sheer amount of money we'd have. It's like, even like the small government thing doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Yeah, I just think money is so stupid. Like, it's like the single greatest barrier to like everything, and like greatest roadblock to everything in society. Like, when you actually think about it, like, yeah, no, money is so dumb and it makes 0 sense. Because it forces us into that barter economy. Like, it's just stupid. Like, instead of just being like, oh, hey, you like doing this, like, I can offer you a position of that. Like, now I have to pay you money so you can live, like, and so I can get the service. It's like, why is that a thing? And also, like, medical care, education, why are those so expensive? They have no reason to be. Why do prisons get money for having prisoners? They shouldn't. Like, it's insane, dude. Like, it's so dumb. And people saying that like socialism never worked or like communism's never worked. Well, first of all, the ones that have failed either were interfered with by the US and the CIA, or the first one. So like, you can't really use that as an excuse, because you know what's also failed? Free market capitalism. That's what led to the Great Depression. And I think we're even going to see like capitalism fail again with America and Russia. Like, once Putin dies, I have no idea where Russia goes from there once Putin's gone. But I assume that would also collapse. Like, it's just going to show more failures of the capitalist system.